Hooty-hoo, 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 hooty-hoo. Come one, come y'all, come one, come y'all. Welcome to the bakery. This is your urban horoscope experience where we're going to be reviewing the horoscopes from horoscopes.com. I get a signal from the universe, and from what I can ascertain, I am going to decipher the messages for us, the horoscopes for us all. So hopefully my signal was coming in real strong today. I wasn't even about to come, but I'm here. We here and we about to do this. Fortune cookies, bam, we doing that. Get the fortune cookies cracking. We got the digital fortune cookies and we got the actual fortune cookies that's toward the end there. Now I got us. Remember, I told y'all I was gonna get us a really cute fortune cookie app. I found us a few. I found us like 6 or 7 of them. But they on this phone right here that I'm using right now. So what I'm gonna do is that's gonna be the one part that I probably have to like pre-record, screen record it, throw it in this here live, and then move around like that because I don't know about this what I'm using. I don't know if I need to upgrade to be able to share my screen or how that works. But I'm about to get this episode for y'all right here right now. That's what I know. And so in the edibles rack today, y'all know we slide on over to the edibles rack because this is a bakery. The horoscopes are our croissants. You know what I'm saying? Something a little lightweight you can eat in the morning that I don't want you making life decisions off of this. Even though my word is bond, I don't want you making life decisions off of it. So, that's what we do. We're at the bakery. You take the horoscopes like you would take a croissant, something lightweight, and then we slide on over to the edibles rack where we exchange information because since it got me through, I want to share it with you. And if it got you by, maybe I can give it a try. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we exchange information and share what we our own wisdom, what we've learned, and what we know from our experiences over the years. And then sometimes we'll do a celebrity. We'll do a celebrity to give a real fortune cookie too. A real fortune cookies for the horoscope, zodiac signs, and the celebrity. And so for the celebrity, it would be for either some recognition or some encouragement or a toast. So this here is gonna be we doing Ray J today. He cut up last week. He got the talking. He got to talking crazy to some man. They call him Pastor Jamal Bryant. I only know him as being somebody on YouTube. So since today is Sunday and they call the man Pastor Jamal Bryant, I said let's do Ray J today. Whew, so that's what we're gonna do. And then in the edibles rack today, we're gonna talk about how to keep your relationship strong. Let's get into that. Now the edibles rack can get grown and sexy, can get a little risque over there. Keep that in mind. If there are any little listening ears in your vicinity, boom, let's go. Now right about here, that's where I would have put the that's where I'm gonna put the theme song. I got a little theme song for us. I'm about to get it. We gonna get it. Bear with me. Stay along for the ride. Now we like to keep it sweet in here at the bakery, and I want you to always keep that in mind. We come in here, we gonna be honest, but we gonna try to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on it, because what we want to do is hold our own self accountable. We got to move past this motivation shit and hold yourself accountable for what is going on, for where you're slacking and lacking and what you're not doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the digital fortune cookies. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So we're in Scorpio season still, so we'll be starting off with the Scorpios. Let's do it. Cracking digital fortune cookies for the Scorpios. I showed y'all yesterday how they look, but show you again anyway. If you have an idea, make it into reality. Scorpio, that was for you. And then what you're going to want to do is tap right there again. Sagittarius. If you haven't got it, just fake it. See, that's why I got us another. These can get repetitive, but I got us a few apps. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. This is a Capricorn. A healthy body will benefit you for life. Aquarius. You might want to run, but you should stay and fight. Pisces. True happiness makes us wise. Aries. Be at peace with yourself. Taurus. Fall for someone who's not your type. Gemini. Look in the mirror without admiring your reflection. Cancer. If you have an idea, make it into reality. Leo. Things may seem much worse than they are. Virgo. Learn from your mistakes. Try not to make them again. And finally, Libra, someone thinks the world of you. Okay, okay, those were cute. Some cute digital fortune cookies. Now, I try not to translate the fortune cookies, unless it's really something that just boom, jumping out at me. You know what I'm saying? But I really try not to translate the fortune cookies. So let's go ahead and move over into the horoscopes. We're gonna start with Scorpio, since it's Scorpio season. Scorpio, hooty hoo! Perhaps you should suspend your inhibitions for the day, Scorpio, and let your dreams guide you. For instance, you might imagine that the need to make any choices has vanished, or you might grant yourself a vacation from daily chores. It would certainly be a relief. Who knows, you might conjure up some reality from the stuff of your dreams. Scorpio, it seems like you're making a mountain out of a molehill. That's what I'm getting. You're making it seem like it's so impossible for you to do something, but it's not. Just go ahead and do it. What's gonna happen? Who is some Are you gonna get in trouble by somebody, or is it somebody that you think you're gonna let them down, or are you feeling like you're gonna let yourself down or disappoint yourself? Or do you think you're proving something by not taking a break or by doing whatever you're doing, to somebody or yourself? I don't know. Or maybe the a new thing was like no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I never sleep. I just work, 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 whatever the way it was. And then people started coming out saying, no, get some sleep, go to sleep. We know you a hustler and you a grinder, and that's cool, but get you a little bit of sleep. So Scorpio, that's what it is. It says suspend your inhibitions for the day. You probably feel some just, I don't know, just for some reason you can't even bring yourself to the idea of not feeling like you need to be being responsible for something, feeling like that's your role, and you proving that you fulfilling your role. But you can take a break from that. No, nobody is expecting that from you. You're not impressing anybody any extra by you not taking any breaks. You're not getting any points for that. So go on ahead, and you don't have to act like it's a pigment of your imagination to want to relax and stop thinking about everything all the time. You can relax and stop thinking about it, because thinking about it is not going to change anything. What has happened has happened. Are you even making any attempt to stop it from happening more? It's not impossible. you know um but the energy that you use into trying to prove whatever is going on outside of you to other people, put that energy into put that energy into adjusting your mindset, and stop acting like it's impossible for you to do something different. It's your ego making you feel like, see, I know. I'll use me for example. Once I start doing something, I don't even want to do better just because I want to feel like I got it right the first time. I don't want nobody seeing me trying to do better, because I want to feel like, well, I don't want y'all seeing me trying to do better, because I want y'all to feel like I did it right the first time, and I can be successful like this whether I do better or not. But I'm gonna do better because my ego not gonna allow me to improve in front of certain people. They be watching me too hard. I'm gonna do that on my own. And then I might come back and show y'all what I did, or y'all might hear about it because I'm about to do it so big. Who knows? But anyway, Scorpio, we spent a little extra time on that, Scorpio. That happen. It be like that sometimes, especially since we in Scorpio season. I don't mind that. But let's go ahead and yeah, Scorpio, it's not so far fetched. It's not a pigment of your imagination. You're making it up. Hoo-hoo! Sagittarius, this is the type of day you enjoy. The climate is positive and the energy is flowing. It's as though you have a magic wand. It's as though you have a magic wand. You give it a wave, and presto, the day's tasks and chores are done. By this evening, you scarcely tap your energy levels. Your family will be very happy to spend some quality time with you. Oh, okay. So what happened was everything is for real smooth today, Scorpio, Sagittarius. It's the normal amount of energy that you feel like it normally takes to do things. It didn't take all that today. And so, your family gonna be happy that you're feeling good and relaxed about what's going on. And they're gonna be happy to spend some time with you this evening. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of that, focus on that, and be grateful for positive climate, energy flowing, you know, and nothing getting in the way of that, because things can get interrupted and none of that happened today. So let's focus on that and make the most of it. Woo-hoo, with your family, Capricorn. If the world collapsed today, you wouldn't bat an eyelash. You're perfectly content sailing along on cloud nine. The source of your bliss could be that new person in your life. Are you passionately, intensely, wonderfully in love? You can yield to the magic. Let it bring out the positive parts of your personality, but keep your wits about you all the same. I've seen for all three of these, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. It's kind of like you're overcoming like a mental block, some things that you couldn't grasp or accept, or fathom the idea of this being true for you. It is, and it can feel good, and you can relax in that. Okay, Capricorn. That makes that what you feeling. Let it bring out the best in you. Don't concentrate. Don't worry about what can possibly go wrong. Let it bring out the best in you. But also keep your wits about you. That's what it said. Bring out the positive parts of your personality, but also keep your wits about you. Keep thinking. Keep paying attention to things. With this new person, that's in your life. And see, they got you feeling so good. Anything could go wrong, and you wouldn't even notice. Just floating, just floating. So, yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and let that wrap you up and touch you, right? But still, always pay attention, of course. Aquarius, hoo you may have had some emotional disappointments lately, but today will restore your faith in love. All you need to do is act. Your amazing lucidity and realism keep you from hoping for the impossible. You'd rather go to work to attain your goals than dilly dally with illusions. Indeed, you're more likely to get results from yourself than from other people. Okay, Aquarius, you was telling you to take what you feeling and make it into something real. Let it be real. I'm picking up on all four. So far, all the horoscopes, all the zodiac signs have said, um, actually do something. Don't keep thinking about what's going on, but go ahead and trust yourself to relax in that decision, settle in the decision, and be okay with it and be grateful for it. Um, yeah, so they say if you want something right, if you want it done right, do it yourself. All you have to do is get up and do it. And so the fact that you have this realism in the way that you live your life is kind of like it's kind of like you don't expect things, you don't expect too much. You're a realist. You don't expect things that are impossible. You have the powers of deduction on your side. You can deduce this and this will lead to this, and ain't no question about that. So you got it right. Go ahead and do it. You can probably do it better yourself. So dive into it. Aquarius. Hooty hoo, Pisces. Put on your traveling shoes, Pisces. Fear of the unknown may have prompted you to postpone certain trips. You claimed you were too busy, but no one really believed this, not even you. If an opportunity to travel presents itself today, don't pass it up. It's silly to avoid life. Okay, Pisces, people say, well, who are you trying to convince, me or yourself? You made an excuse not to do something today? Maybe was it to literally travel, or maybe was it to open up your mind and accept something? Let's try to put it on. Maybe you could travel. You were supposed to travel somewhere. You were supposed to go to another place in your mind by appreciating what is presented to you and not being so critical of everything. Appreciate the opportunity. Appreciate the experience that's there before you. Like here right now with me, you are having your urban horoscope experience, and that is something that I want you to take with you, these recipes for life, and cook something. We cooking, Pisces. So if something is brewing, okay, don't let it burn. Don't let it burn. Get up and see to it. Now, if you don't avoid life. If you have a chance to travel and go somewhere and move around and do something, take the opportunity to do that. Okay? You never know what you'll see, what you'll learn. Hoo-hoo! How you'll grow. You know, you might come back and decide to take on a whole new, you never know. Okay? Aries. Hoo-hoo! Something is currently compelling you to be more of a world citizen than usual, Aries. You may find this somewhat disturbing. You feel as though the roots of your identity, such as your family background and social standing, are dissolving little by little. Comfort yourself with the knowledge that your family is simply changing and expanding. It will stabilize again on another higher plane. Okay, well, look, nothing is constant except for change itself. Ain't nothing gonna stay the same except the fact that shit is changing. You feel me? So, Aries, something is compelling you to be more of a world. Who are you trying to save? You trying to save somebody? Now, at the same time, you feeling like your foundation is being picked at little by little. The roots of your identity, such as your family background and social standing. Okay, so maybe it sounds like it's some, as far as social standing, it could possibly be some new people in your social circle, and you're starting to feel like you have to make room for them. You're not the big fish in the pond anymore, and that's okay. So, at that point you play a bigger role. You got seniority. you know the history of things, the context of what's going on all the time is something that you understand. Knowing history allows you to not repeat the same mistakes, so you have something over whatever this social standard, or maybe social has a lot to do with class, and class has a lot to do with financial and how much money you got. Maybe you haven't been able to mingle in certain places as much because your finances don't allow it. And so things change. What you all you have to do is just adjust to the change. Everything is gonna balance out, and it's not just hitting you, it's hitting everybody. Find out where they at and what they did and how they still making it. It might not be all sugar, it might not be as cooked good as it seemed, how they still going around there and you not. What y'all do to still you suck some dick or what's going on? No, I'm just playing. And then what they said, you feel as though the roots of your identity, such as your family background, yeah, that don't change who you are, regardless. Even if the environment gets shook up a little bit around you, it is gonna stabilize again, and then it's gonna be on a higher plane, a higher level, not just another level, a higher level. So comfort yourself with that fact of knowing that it was some growth involved in this shakeup. Hooty hoo! Your surroundings are currently changing, Taurus. Perhaps your circle of friends has already undergone a major change. The fact is that you no longer have so many prejudices about the people you meet and no longer seek only a certain type of person as a friend. You accept whoever comes along. You might not realize it, but your attitude is completely different now than it once was. Good for you. Hmm. Okay. That's interesting, Taurus. Well, I don't know. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to help you get here. But it's so nice that you did, right? Perhaps you accepted you let something go. You know how they say let stuff go. And then we look now we don't know, your trauma and stuff. How to let it go? Like, what you mean? What I figured out is that it's always gonna be there. What you gotta decide is to not let it control you. Don't let that be your weakness. You know that's your weak spot. Don't let it be. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't want to accept it. It's part of you that don't want to accept it. It's part of you that don't want to build. You want to be your best when you building something. You want to feel like you build it from a strong foundation and you got the support that you need. But build on top of that. Build on that shit. Like stop waiting for something to be a certain way before ain't nothing gonna be more than what you make it. Taurus. But say you're meeting different people. You know what, Taurus? Your digital fortune cookie said something about love the people that you don't normally, interact with people that you don't normally interact with. And right here it said you no longer have so many prejudices about the people that you meet. And so, somebody that's not your type. That's what it said. Fall for somebody that's not your type. That's what your digital fortune cookie said, Taurus. And your horoscope is saying it again. Um, and then y'all know the fortune cookies, those digital fortune cookies are not assigned to anybody. I just click and whatever pops up. So that did happen twice for you today, Taurus. So keep in mind, mm, it's saying you accept whoever comes along, but you might not realize it, but your attitude is completely one. And the reason that you don't realize it is because it's natural for you to be like that. That's your pure, raw, organic self. You know what I'm saying? But you more genuinely, if you more you're being more genuine with it. Uh you are accepting other people's energy. Like you interact with people and you're charming just naturally, but as you say what you say and you get on, but lately you have been accepting other people's energy to be around you and to mingle with yours. Gemini, hooty hoo, before I lose the sound. Gemini, you're demystifying the concept of talent. You used to look enviously at other people and think, I wish I had a natural ability like that. Now you understand that the person who aroused your envy with is just who had the self confidence to go to work and refine and develop an attitude. Now you understand that the person who aroused your envy It's just someone, yeah, they got too many words in there. It's just someone who has the self confidence to go to work and refine and develop an aptitude. It's a matter of hard work, belief in oneself, and bravery in the face of risk. You can do it too. I keep thinking, I be wondering about certain businesses, right? Like, why the hell would you go into that business? Who would do that? Why? Like, I don't care how much money is in it. I would not start that. I wouldn't want to do that. Like it's businesses where like it's their responsibility to come, they clean up messes, big huge messes. It's their responsibility to go to around to hotels and make sure that they septic system, they toilets and everything is right. Like, why would who I'm gonna start this business? Like, I don't care how much money is in it. I don't want to do that shit. And another thing, I don't like the food. I don't want to be in the food business. I don't like the food industry. Okay, but people got to eat, so I'm glad there's people out there. But what I realized today, is that you have to see what you do is you take, even like when I found the fortune cookie apps for us, right? And there was some apps that were really good. It was some apps that were kind of plain, to me. And so I'm thinking like, well, who would even make a fortune cookie app and why? It's free. I'm not paying for it. I'm just downloading it on my phone. Why do they sit there and do that? But I mean, they know that people want fortune cookie apps. They know there's a market for it. I downloaded 6 or 7 of them today. And that's what they have a talent for. That's where their skills lie. And so what they did was they used their skills to create the opportunities that they need to survive. So that's what it's about, Gemini. Use what you something that you already naturally good at, or find something that you enjoy. We can skip the naturally good at. Find something that you already enjoy. And but you gotta, it's hard work. Stuff is not falling out the sky. People, believe in yourself. Take a risk. Be brave when you're taking the risk. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that the person who made you jealous, they just somebody who was confident enough to refine their skills and to develop something and make it into something that people can y'all see that spit coming out of my mouth be too wet, to make it into something that people won't wanna what's the word that I'm looking for, that people find value in, to make it into something that people find value in, so they want to give you something of value in exchange for that skill that you worked on making better, or that hobby that you enjoyed that you went ahead and turned into a skill. You could turn any goddamn hobby in the goddamn world. Okay, 99% of any hobby in the world, you could turn it into you could turn it into a profession. You could become the main leading professional on that. Now, is there a market for it? There's somebody else in the world that enjoys that like you do. Now, is that market a group of people who got some money? We don't know. We don't know. So you can find people that collect dirt rocks, and you want to sell Ziploc bags with dirt rocks. But do people that like Ziploc bags with Ziploc bags with dirt rocks have money? Are they spending money on that? So if it's about your skill, if it's about you envious of what somebody doing because it created opportunities for them, then those are some things that you need to consider, Gemini. Don't be jealous of nobody. Work on your own self. Be your beautiful Cancer. Hoo-hoo! Are you thinking of going into business for yourself, Cancer? Being self-employed doesn't automatically mean you will have more freedom. Of course, you will be your own boss, but you will also bear all the responsibility for the success or failure of your enterprise. If you quit, the whole thing will collapse. Think about it. Base your decision on reality, not fantasy. Cancer, are you willing to put in the work, or you just want to do it because it seems like it seems all the good things are the positive aspects that you want that part, but you haven't considered you know you 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 know You haven't considered that it's all going to be on you. If that's what you want to do, everything falls back on you. Even if you pick somebody out to handle it, if it fall apart, that's okay. So you got to keep it real when you're thinking about you want to start a business. Is this something that you really gonna commit to? Is it something that you're gonna, handle things in a timely manner? Is it something that you're gonna, make decisions? Um, so it doesn't. You still got responsibility at this point. You're responsible for the whole business. You feel maybe you saw somebody. Let's go back to because Gemini was before you. They started getting envious and thinking, "Dang, how is this person doing this?" So we got on over here to Cancer. Now you talking about you want to do something, but did you think about what all goes into it? Same thing they told Gemini. Those are things that you need to consider. Now, if you're willing to risk all that, then go ahead and do it because you live this life and you don't want to regret anything. You don't want to be thinking, I wonder what would have happened. See what's going to happen. And it's always jobs. You can always go back and find somebody to hire you. You know what I'm saying? But every opportunity doesn't always present itself at the right time. It doesn't. Things don't always feel like, oh, this is a good time to strike while the iron is hot. If that's how you feeling right now, Cancer, okay, get you an accountability partner or have you a backup plan. Leo, hoodoo. Within the next few days, you're likely to gain access to dimensions of perception you never suspected, Leo. Perhaps you will become aware of certain energy phenomena, peak experiences, or other highly sensitive states of consciousness. Don't be frightened. Instead, investigate what these worlds have to offer. What you learn will lead you to cope with your sensitivity. Okay, okay. Leo, so what is it? They went deep. They went deep. Leo, so it seems like Leos I know are sensitive. So it seems like Leo, you very, I would say, aware to me. That's what being sensitive is. It's like you're just very aware of what's going on around you, and sometimes you take things personally, feel like you want to react to something, or feel like you want to stop something from happening, or like you should be but you don't, or like it's going to mess up the flow or the idea of how you pictured everything should be going in your head. It's not. So what you need to do is learn how to cope um with that. So what you gain access to dimensions of perception you never suspected. Um yeah, it's some things getting ready to happen, and you never even considered that is higher powers going happening. In order for one thing, kind of like Final Destination, it's all a trickle effect, and you feeling like you only interrupted this one part, but really you interrupted the whole environment. You know what I'm saying? Because it changed the energy and the mood in the room. You disrupted the energy by trying to be too controlling because you can cope with your own sensitivity. And so what you're gonna have to do is step back and let what's happening around you, let it happen. Don't be scared to let it happen. You know what? Perhaps you become aware of certain energy phenomena, peak experiences, or other highly sensitive states of conscious. See, you don't know what somebody else you might be interrupting and disrupting their growth or their development. Because people, the mind is a very sensitive thing, and you say the wrong thing to somebody at that wrong turning point in their life, and you be to change their whole outlook and their whole perspective on everything. And so, what you need to learn how to do, Leo, is step back and let stuff flow. Don't interrupt the energy of things, and that's how you're gonna get the proper energy that you need to cope with your own sensitivity. You need to grow. You stepping in the way of other people grow, and don't do that. Hooty hoo. Did we get to it? I felt like we kind of did. Libra. Wait a minute. Who is next? Virgo. Wait a minute. Was that Leo or Libra? Leo, Virgo. Um, woo. Often fiery temperaments like yours are drawn to fight for great causes despite the better judgment of more down to earth people. Wait a minute. Often fiery temperaments like yours are drawn to fight for great causes despite the better judgment of more down to earth people. As a result, you have great leadership potential that may emerge today. Your courage, enthusiasm, and vigor will be contagious when you climb onto your soapbox. Not the soapbox. Look, that happened to me this morning. I got up on my little soapbox. People was feeling me. People was feeling me. I was saying the same thing to them. I just said it to y'all a few minutes ago. Like, I decided I want to hold myself accountable. And I'm not finna wait on myself to be motivated. Bitch, you posted was did something today. The sun go down. You know you ain't gonna want to do it. You need the light from the sun. Hold yourself accountable. And build on that shit. It's the time of letting go. I don't know how to let it go. What we gonna have to do, we're gonna have to start from here. I prefer for it to build a rocky on a solid foundation. My foundation feels shifty, it feels rocky, but I gotta accept that. I gotta let that that ain't even my foundation. I'm my foundation. I feel like me as a foundation ain't enough. I'm building anyway. That's just what it is. So Virgo, see, you got some passion, fiery temperaments like yours. It make more sense for, like, despite the better judgment of more down to earth people. As a result, you have great. See the other people. Whatever this issue is, it is an important issue, but ain't nobody gonna stand on it unless you do. So you would have to be the leader of that. Now it's people who know it likely is not something even worth fighting for to them or at all. You know what I'm saying? Because they say they got better judgment, so at all. But if you get out there and your encouragement, your courage, your enthusiasm, and your vigor is gonna rub off on the people. And you gonna get up on that soapbox and they're gonna like it. And they're gonna like it. They might donate, they might vote. Okay. They might subscribe and follow. Y'all subscribe and follow and share. Your urban horoscope experience. Tell everybody you know. We were over here at the bakery. We keeping it sweet. We exchanging information. We cracking fortune cookies. Okay, we made it to Libra. Hooty hoo! Your optimism is likely to receive a little boost today, Libra. A memorable emotional encounter may be the source of some extra zeal, or you may derive great satisfaction from being part of a group. The nagging chores of daily life will be forgotten for today at least. The outlook is nothing but positive. Okay, after Libra is Scorpio, and the Scorpio says stop worrying about them chores. So you guys being right next to each other, that makes sense. Yeah, so you're gonna be a little more optimistic today. Libra, seeing the glass is half full instead of half empty. Now, what is this? So it's gonna be a memorable, emotional encounter. Now, this could have been yesterday. This could be tomorrow. Could have been today. Now, what it's gonna do is it's gonna give you some energy. It's gonna give you a boost of zeal. And so, see, look at the sun. Look at the sun. I don't like that. And so what you're gonna want to do is that's gonna you're gonna get some satisfaction from that. You're gonna feel good about being a part of the group. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to be doing some hobnobbing, and there's gonna be some good energy rubbing off on you today, and you can forget about those chores. It's the least of your worries. It ain't even gonna bother you like that today. Hooty hoo! Y'all ready to move on to the next part? Okay, so let's slide on over to the edibles rack. Oh my goodness, I don't like when we losing the sun. Now let's talk about this Ray J situation with they said it was Pastor Jamal Bryant. I guess Ray J did an interview with the guy and he didn't want him to release it. So he started threatening the man directly and indirectly sending threats to the man. And the thing is, it ain't even that big, it ain't even that deep. It's just the fact that it's Ray J and they make it seem like everything that he does is exaggerated because he's Brandy's brother. He ain't doing nothing. I don't like how they make it seem like he a disgrace to the family and that he's ashamed of what. Man, now I know it's a lot of stuff that goes on in the industry that we don't know about. And then as far as class wise and just as far as the way people see things, certain people see things a certain kind of way. You'll go to one place and they'll say, that's just what niggas do. That's just what people, humans do. And you'll go to it'll be a different class of people and they find that type of behavior despicable. You know what I'm saying? And so I ain't no telling what I don't know what Ray J done, but all this acting like he's just it's embarrassment to the family and a stain on the Norwood name. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm here today to offer some encouragement for Ray J in the form of this fortune cookie, okay? And I want to see what the universe has to say, what the universe want to say about this. So let's see. Let's see. Got this fortune cookie for Ray J. We're going to see what it say. Action takes precedence over words. Can you do it? Learn Chinese word is apple. Pingua. Lucky numbers 8, 18, 10, 33, 17, and 24. Okay, so action takes precedence over words. Can you do it? So actions precede words. I don't like to translate the fortune cookies, but I will sometimes the um for the celebrity. And I do feel like this fits for Ray J because Ray J a lot of times decides he's going to take on these projects, and sometimes I don't see what the results. He it's some things that he had brought to fruition. Raytronics, the hairbrush. So when he do it, he does do it. So I feel like this was a good good message from the universe for Ray J. This does match with him. Um, but as far as business moves, that's good. But Ray J, can you be the man that you act like you want to be? Because you be acting like you apologize and you ashamed about some things and stuff like that. But can you do it? Can you be the man that you pretend to be? Can you really be that man? Okay, let's go. Let's go. So what we got in the Edwards rack today is keeping your relationship strong. Okay, and so what I did is I got the answer from AI. This is what AI said. Okay, I got some other stuff too we could talk about another day because I feel like keeping the relationship strong should be a recurrent thing. We should bring that up at least every other week. Keeping your relationship strong, and I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. Family and friends, and then people that you interact with around the community. The bus drivers, the cashiers, and people at the post office, and everybody. So keeping your relationship strong. This is what AI said. Okay, communicate positive and negative feelings. Make sure it's a safe space for y'all. Set aside the time to communicate and make eye contact. Okay. Being dependable will keep your relationship strong. Keeping your word, following up on what you would say you would do, finishing things, completing things, tasks. Fight fair. Okay. Calm down before you talk. Use I statements so you're not assigning blame to somebody else or shifting the blame. And it's always y'all against the issue, not each other. Okay. I got this for the edibles rack. Okay. So spend quality time together. Find something you both enjoy, okay, and spend time doing it. Go to bed at the same time. You guess that leads to more pillow talk and more sex, okay? And sex is sex keep the relationship strong? Let's go with that. Schedule weekly check-ins. Y'all, every once a week, y'all get together, spend 30 minutes together. Hey, I'm been doing this. Usually I wake up at this time and do this, but that's not working for me. I think you should wake up at that time and do that, and I'll do this since this is. Oh, okay. Y'all check in with each other, let each other know what's working out for you and what's not working out for you. Don't let that resentment build up and say, "Oh, I done got tired of doing all this." Well, and the way you said it, uh it might just seem like some random conversation that y'all having in passing, right? But if y'all schedule a weekly check-in, you'll know I'm bringing this up because this is it makes your whatever you bringing up legitimate. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just some random conversation that I stop and I hope you put your phone down and you paying attention that I'm serious on this commercial break. No, we decided that we put this 30 minutes aside because it's important for us for our relationship to stay strong. Because I love your ass and I don't want to lose you. Avoid hurtful criticisms. Things that are said that'll play over again in somebody's head over and over again. Y'all not even together no more. I wonder, is that why he didn't want me? Address mental health. Oh, let me see. Because look, AI did the list, right? And they just had this on in there. Address mental health concerns. And I'm like, I feel like that shouldn't be just in the list. Like, that should have been either the beginning or the end. Like that should. Okay, so mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and substance use disorder can create stress on a relationship, obviously. So it's options. Depending on where you are, it's a lot of options. So you can't say somebody that don't want to be saved. You can't help somebody that don't want to be helped. If they don't want the help, you have to figure out what your options are and how it affects you and the people around you and your family and your environment and the future that you want to build for yourself and the type of relationship that you want. How does it affect that? Is their mental or drug substance use affecting it at all? Or is it just something that is irritating you? It's a value. Y'all have different values. They don't mind sitting around having to smoke and to drink every now and again, and you just feel some kind of way about it, even though it's not, or some other maybe habit or thing that they like to do. It's not affecting your relationship, but you feel some type of way about it. So think about what your values are, and then try to be realistic about things. Like, say for instance, I'm thinking about relationships where people have a best friend of the opposite sex. And it's kind of like, how comfortable are you with that? Most people are not comfortable with that. You don't have to make it like an uh automatic what automatically, automatically like, oh, you X out as being a consideration as a love interest. But consider, is that something that you feel like that should be, if that person not valuing your feelings, if you telling them you don't feel comfortable with your relation with them, with somebody else of the opposite, or somebody that you feel like they could possibly be attracted to in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? So let's hurry up, wrap this thing on up. It's about to be dark. Earth, wind, and fire. Earth, wind, and fire. Okay, water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Advice is like kissing. It costs nothing and is a pleasant thing to do. Learn Chinese sitting. Zwo. Lucky numbers 52, 13, 11, 28, 41, and 25. Water signs Pisces, Aries, no, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Advice is like kissing. It costs nothing and is a pleasant thing to do. Okay. Fire sign. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Although it feels like a roller coaster now, life will calm down. Learn Chinese word is yesterday. Zhuotian. Lucky numbers 30, 18, 5, 9, 10, and 54. And again, fire signs. Although it feels like a roller coaster now, life will calm down. Earth signs. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Consider your impressions. Follow them once in a while. Learn Chinese. Soybean milk. Duo Jing. Lucky numbers 30, 47, 29, 24, 18, and 11. Again, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Consider your impressions. Follow them once in a while. Okay. And then finally, we have wind or air, however you want to say it, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Confidence of success is almost success. Learn Chinese, very good. Fei Qing Gao. Lucky numbers 34, 4, 12, 37, 32, and 33. Again, wind or air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Confidence of success is almost success. Basically, if you confident you're gonna be successful, you basically successful. You borderline, already successful at that point. Just because you believed and you was confident in that. Okay, well, thank you everyone for tuning in for your urban horoscope experience. We have some you get recipes for life here, and we always like to keep it sweet because this is a bakery, so it's all kind of cupcakes and cookies and muffins and shit. So we like to keep it sweet. We consider our to-be list when we get ready to go. There's always a to-do list, but don't forget your to-be list. Who do you want to be today? Do you want to be responsible, organized, or happy, whatever you want to be that. All right. And so these messages are for nobody in particular, but somebody specific. Okay, I try to get this out as fast as I can because when you run in hooch, okay, the way I am brewing moonshine, it's important from New York to Mississippi. You just got it's networking, these capital connections and networking all along from all the way from New York down to Mississippi. But we're gonna get into that the more time we spend together. This is the beginning of the second season. And so we will be getting into some more of those things like that. But we got some uh, we got some things coming up for we're gonna do the weekly horoscope every Monday. That's what I decided. We'll go ahead and go through the weekly horoscope. I probably won't translate it unless something jumps out at me. We can probably just read it and see what kind of vibe is giving off. We can just see what the vibe is. I'm not going to translate it because that would take too long, but we can see what the vibe is for the week. You feel me? So every Monday it's going to be the weekly horoscope, and we might can do a fortune cookie for each zodiac sign can get their own fortune cookie. But let me see. Anyway, thank you all. I'm glad you were here for your urban horoscope experience today. I hope you got some good things to take with you until we meet again tomorrow. Keep it sweet.